Well, he blew up an apartment in northeast Spokane while processing hash oil, and now he's headed to prison. Donnivan Whitcher took a plea deal and will spend half a decade behind bars for malicious use of fire. KXLY4's Aaron Luna working for you. He was the only TV reporter in court today and covered that fire a year ago. He spoke with the family and victims.
In court today, Donnivan Whitcher said that he's sorry he hurt anyone. That wasn't his intention. His family tells me this was the first time he tried to process hash oil. Now he'll spend the next 5 years behind bars.
Almost every day when I walk out, I'm reminded of that night.
It was just over a year ago that fire ripped through the Center Court apartments.
It was almost like a flamethrower coming out of the door, and the smoke was very, very thick.
George Samuel was in his apartment January 27th when he heard an explosion. He grabbed a fire extinguisher and went outside, but the fire had already spread too far.
I experienced fear and terror for the first time in my life.
What Samuel didn't know was that his next-door neighbor, Donnivan Whitcher, had been making hash oil, a process that uses butane to extract THC from marijuana. Investigators determined that's what caused the fire.
It wasn't on purpose. He's a good kid. You know, everybody makes mistakes.
Whitcher's sister says he learned how to make hash oil on YouTube and that he hadn't been doing it long. While the defense argued it was an accident, the judge disagreed because Whitcher was committing a criminal act.
I just wish that he would still be here with us and not have to serve 5 years.
Whitcher pleaded guilty to 1 count of malicious use of fire to damage interstate property used in commerce. He'll spend 5 years in prison. He'll also have to pay more than $324,000 in damages. As for George, he still lives at Center Court, but says he suffers from acute anxiety and stress from that night. He's just glad the children living next to him weren't hurt.
If this event had happened a couple hours later, say at midnight, I think the outcome would have been dramatically different.
Whitcher does have a new daughter on the way. Unfortunately, he will be behind bars when she speaks her first words and takes her first steps. Reporting at the federal courthouse, Aaron Luna, KXLY4 News.